Oi, we are all schizophrenic. If somebody ever said, bro, you sound like a schizophrenic, I'll say, yes, I am a schizophrenic, even though I have not been medically diagnosed by a doctor, qualified doctor, or psychiatrist. I say I'm a schizophrenic because if we look at schizophrenia and its definition, right, it's when you see, hear, and believe things that are not real. Most of the things I see, hear, and believe, I will not say they're not real. But when we enter the realms of belief, right, and seeing, hearing, auditory illusion is one thing, seeing is another thing. So if we were to seriously investigate what schizophrenia is, which I'm going to do with you for the next few minutes, seeing, let's begin with seeing. If you believe you see something truthfully for what it is, let's say you're somebody who say, oh, I see things for the way they are, then I want you to see this statement for the way it is, that the seer is also the illusion. That when you see something, you interpret it. You are the illusion. That thing you're seeing, you only see it because you are translating that thing. But the eyes, just like the camera would clip, record, take a picture, and it has no statement, no translation, nothing. It just took a photo and it's just little dots on the screen, little dots, all millions of little dots, and they compose a picture or a video. You, on the other hand, do very much the same thing. You will clip this video, record it, translate it the way you see the world. And you, as the illusion, will see it any way you want. You'll see this statement any way you want, translated any way that you want. How would I translate it? I will translate it as to it has no meaning to you and to me. Not just to me, to you, it also has no meaning. You see, me saying the seer is the illusion is realizing that anything I do is an illusion and I accept it and leave it as that. Not yes, but no. Yes, it is that. It's an illusion. And when we go to hearing, do we really hear anything? Do we really even hear ourselves? I question that. Do you hear anything anybody say? When was the last time you heard anything? If I was to tell you that to me, the barking of my neighbor's dog sounds better than Beethoven's music, than any classical piece that ever been made by Debussy, either it's Claire de Lune or what's the other one? Any beautiful composition that had ever been created, the barking of the dog or the grunting of the pig sounds more melodious than all of them combined. You see? So then I question my own hearing then. Another thing I want to is belief. The belief that you and I exist is the biggest conspiracy. Not that we landed on the moon or the world is flat. The belief that you even exist, that you were born and you will die, that is the biggest conspiracy that exists. Because if you were to realize that, how false it is, how false your whole existence is, you will begin to understand the statement that I made that we are all schizophrenic. Sure, nowadays it's easier to accept that we are all narcissistics. It's just to what level, what scale. We are all narcissistic to a certain extent. You see, some are borderline, some are literal chronic narcissists. A lot of these BPD or BNP, whatever it's called, NPD, what is it? In a society that's narcissistic, if you're not a narcissist yourself, you are sick. In a sick society, if you're not sick, right, you are healed, you are not part of the whole movement, they will consider you sick. If you're not a narcissist in this narcissistic generation, in this narcissistic time, this whole zeitgeist of today's society and cultural pursues is all narcissism, individualism. If you're not pursuing things, you will be considered crazy. And then there'll come a time where if you are narcissistic, you will be considered crazy. So we are just patients of a different time. We are all narcissistic. We are all schizophrenic. Accept it, and your life might just becomes a bit more easier.